Alex, I don't know if you're aware, but this team matched a consecutive road wins at 9 consecutive road wins with this win tonight. What is making you guys have so much success on the road this season?
I would just say confidence and belief. You know, it was a pretty crazy game out there. A lot of stuff not necessarily going our way, but as a bench, I thought we stuck together and we were, consciously talking about staying the course and, we'll get our balances with the ebbs and flow of the game. So I think, we just have a belief we're going to win, and that's usually a good start. And we're obviously a talented team and know how to finish our opportunities. So.
Second period in the last game was the strongest period. This period, you guys almost weathered the storm, it seemed like. Can you tell me a little bit about what happens in that second period for you guys?
Yeah, off the top of my head, I think spent a lot of time in the penalty box. I think we're a team who can get into the special teams battle. Not that we want to, but we definitely don't want to live on the penalty kill. So kind of had to weather the storm there, and just stay positive and know that like I said, we'll start getting the calls, maybe stuff like that. So I'm proud of the group for the way we stuck to it.
Well, what can you say about the goal and how that happens and how it develops?
Yeah, great controlled breakout. I believe it was Helly back there, brought it back, made sure we were organized. Stretch past to Blender, who made a really good play on the puck. I was just kind of laying in the weeds, and obviously God's made a beautiful pass to me and was just ready to pounce, so good way to get back into it after missing a game.
Matt, you guys weather a second period there and come out with the victory here in Belleville. It is always a bit of a wild game here. How would you describe tonight's affair?
I would describe it as very back and forth. Like you were saying, it's always a wild game here in Belleville, but I thought we did a really good job of weathering the storm. We had a lot of penalty kills, but I thought our penalty kill did really great, and so did our power play. Special teams came up big, and it was great to get the win.
Greg Moore pointing out in his comments that he thought you guys did a good job on the back end. What was the feeling like from the 6 of you, or do you even think about as the 6 of you?
Yeah, no, we all, as a group, every game, we always have each other's backs. We're always talking to each other on the bench. Our kind of collective thoughts tonight were just, keep it simple. Don't try to overcomplicate things, just get pucks out into the neutral zone, let our forwards, put pressure on their D, and just keep the puck out of our D zone as much as possible. And, I think that plan worked out pretty good.
How does it go in that third period? How much does it drive you guys that you're hanging on to in a 4-3 situation? What's driving the play and the enthusiasm?
I think everybody, just our collective team spirit. We have a really great locker room this year. A lot of the guys, we all just, we really want to win, and I think that's just kind of what gets us up. We all really care for each other in the room, and we just want to play for the guy next to us. And so I think, we did that, and it just paid dividends. And so thankfully we came out with the win, and it's good.
Greg, do you see improvement in your hockey club from Wednesday's effort to this one?
Certainly in some areas. Again, it's a wild building to play in. The momentum swings that happen when we come here is, I think, some of the craziest hockey I've ever seen, to be honest, and it consistently happens. Really proud of the group for finding their way through a very challenging game. At times it felt like we weren't getting the calls. Same for them. They were a noisy bench as well early in the game, but we stuck with it, got a couple big goals in the power play. It was nice early. Really nice controlled breakout by our defensemen, Hellickson and Pietronero, the timing of them delivering the puck up to allow the speed underneath the build, and get Gaudette and Steeves onto a 2-on-1. It was a great pass and shot by those two guys.
How difficult was for you guys to work through that second period with just so many penalties?
Yeah, it was challenging. There was a lot of guys that sat for some time trying to get through all the special teams, but didn't deter them to come out in the third period and add to the 5-on-5 play when we got to that moment. You could tell that our team was energetically charged going into the third, and I thought there was a lot of passion for them to try and pull this game off.
I talk about a guy playing with some passion out there. Obviously, from the second he stepped on the ice, Joseph Wall has been absolutely terrific for you guys. What do you think of his play tonight?
Solid again, making big saves when he needs to. At times it's tough with how much scrambling plays are around his crease, and he's trying to sift through the mess, but he's been consistent this year and was a big part of this win.
What happens to Joey Anderson there? He doesn't come back immediately in the third period. Looked like he cut his lip or something happened to him.
Yeah, there was a high stick he took off the face-off in the second period. refs didn't see it. That happens. Some frustrating events throughout the game, thinking that with that one of being the calls that were missed, that kind of helped our team get energized and motivated for the third period to pull this game off. And frustrating game for Clifford as well. I thought he played really well, gave us hard minutes, played his usual game in the second period there. Part of that sequences of penalties we thought we could have deserved. He got slew foot in the top of the hash in the O-zone. He didn't let it frustrate him. He didn't take a penalty after that. And then in the third period, it's great. He goes out there, great pass by Holmberg, and he puts the puck in the back of the net for the game winner.